look at them brutal ass potholes. See what Trump's doing right now. Shocking something.
States. He is an El Salvadorian national. That is his and what President Bukele said of El Salvador, he does not intend to send that individual back. So that's a no. That's a no.
That was.
What I have told you is that the president of El Salvador has made this quite clear.
Caroline, can you tell us more about the meeting between President Trump and President Zelensky over the weekend? Did that meeting change anything? Did Trump leave that meeting thinking any differently about negotiations?
He thinks that he is increasingly frustrated with leaders of both countries. He wants to see a permanent ceasefire. I understand Vladimir Putin this morning offered a temporary ceasefire. The president has made it clear he wants to see. Being realistic as well. Leaders need to come to the table to negotiate their way out of this. And I do think that the president meeting with President Zelensky shows that he is exuding a lot of effort and time into this because he wants to be a peacemaker president, which he was in his first term.
Oh my God, look at these fucking holes.
That President Trump inherited.
They're fucking brutal. Holy shit.
This war to start in the first place, but he's focused on solving this problem. Does anyone have border questions?
Does anyone have a border question?
Caroline, if border crossings are at a record low, why should it still be considered an emergency?
It's because of what has happened in the last administration. We got to ensure that not 1 ounce of fentanyl comes across the border to kill Americans. The president has declared the cartels of Mexico a terrorist organization along with MS-13 TDA. They killed more Americans than every terrorist organization.
But they can't fix these goddamn freaking potholes? Come on now. Look at them big ass potholes coming up. Holy shit. This is the worst. I think these are some of the worst streets I've ever seen. Holy fuck, man. What the fuck? Oh my God, you see that one in the middle of the road? That one was like a foot deep. Holy shit. Those are definitely tire popping fucking potholes. For sure. For sure, for sure. By the way, I got great playlists. I got a whole bunch of playlists. I got a very good playlist category. Get back to what we had on.
So the facts around that case are totally different. I'll let the lawyers litigate that. But as far
Like,
as the
subscribe, share,
USC
thumbs
kids,
up. Man, these
I said
potholes
from
are
day one,
fucking
if you enter
horrific
this country
on
legally,
this
it's a crime.
street.
If you remain in this country legally and you ignore a judge's order about deporting, if you choose to have a U.S. citizen child, knowing you're in this country legally, you put yourself in that position. You put your family in that
And you put
position.
that kid in that
What we did is
position.
remove children with their mothers who requested the children depart with them. This was a parental decision. Parenting 101.
God
The mother
damn,
made that
man.
choice. And I tell you what, we didn't do
Holy
it. This board
fuck.
today,
You gotta hold the camera so it
Christian
don't
separating
fall. They're
families
so
again.
bad.
No, we're keeping families together. So when a parent says, I want my child to be we made that happen. They weren't deported, we don't deport U.S. citizens. The parents
Yeah, we
made
don't
that
deport
decision, not the United States
El
government.
Salvador. We
But
don't
I don't hear any
deport
questions
people from
about-
El Salvador
They can
that they
buy
want to
that,
think
mother.
are American
She never-
citizens,
she
but
never
they're
goes to her
citizens
child.
of El Salvador too.
Rachel Morin, she had 5 children. Those children are never going to see their mom again. This administration doing the right thing.
Yes,
Every
they
time
are.
they
Thank
protect
you,
the rest of
Trump.
This country and ruin this country's
I
next
need you to get on
So
that
parents
gas
can
too,
make the decision
President
to have
Trump.
their child. Having a U.S. citizen child does not make you immune from our laws. If that's the message we send
shouldn't.
the entire world,
I
enter the
agree.
country legally. It's a crime. Don't worry about it. Get order
Right.
removed by an
We
immigration
can't
judge.
do that. And
Don't
if you
worry
go
about
to
it.
another
You won't
country,
get
they don't play
and
like
have a U.S.
that.
citizen child and you're immune from our laws.
Oh my God!
You'll
Oh
never
my
go
God!
fix the
Giant
border.
fucking
People
potholes!
keep putting
Holy
themselves harm's
shit!
way. More women would die. More children would die crossing this border. We got to secure a border by enforcing our laws. We're not making this up. We're enforcing laws under statute enacted by Congress, and it's the right thing to do.
Can you give
Yes,
an
it
update
is.
on the deportation numbers under this administration?
Mr. Holman,
What are you asking for?
He's
We
doing
just
the
provided
right
the
thing.
numbers.
The number of deportations that have occurred under this administration, whether you're pleased with that.
Holy shit! Look in the center how
Last time I
bad
was
the
down was
holes are.
139,000 deportations. Am I happy with the numbers? Are good. Especially if you look at the ICE numbers. The ICE arrest removals are far beyond Biden. Well, I read the media. Oh, ICE, the deportations are behind Biden administration. Well, why? Because they counted border removals. We don't have 10.5 million people crossing the border. We don't have border removals. So Joe Biden could have deported 5% of his encounters, and the numbers will still be higher than us on the border removals because we have a secure border, the most secure border in the history of this nation. Compare
Yes, we
apples to
do.
apples, ICE arrests and deportations are far more than Joe Biden.
That's great.
Caroline.
Sure, go ahead.
Mr. Holman, talking about the border wall, can you give us an update as far as how many miles are being built today? And is Mexico paying for it, as the president said they were going to?
Well, first of all, I'll answer that question. I already answered it in my opening remarks. To date, since January 1st, there's been more than 85 miles of new border wall construction in various stages of that construction and planning. The president has made it clear to Congress that we want to see more funding for not just border wall construction, but also to support our ICE agents and our Border Patrol agents who are on the ground facilitating with this mass deportation effort.
So he's clear that Mexico is not going to pay for it? Is that what you're
Let's
saying?
address that. Trump said no one pay for the wall. They have in a roundabout way, have they not? Putting 10,000 military on the northern and southern border, taking the action they did remain in Mexico. They didn't have to do that. They're
Oh
doing
my
it.
God, these
Put military on the
potholes
southern
right
border.
here is
Have moved
horrendous.
illegal immigration to a record low. We're saving millions of dollars every day
Oh my
on
God.
detention, transportation, removal proceedings. We've more than made up for the cost of that wall because the actions of Mexico. So is Mexico helping build that wall? Yeah, because we're saving so much money, millions of dollars a day, that we can afford to build that wall. So that, actually, yes, they're helping to build a wall.
Thanks a lot, Caroline. Mr. Holman, a question for you. You're the border czar. Can you give an estimate as to how many individuals are in the United States illegally? That's number one. And I'm sure you're very familiar with that number and estimate. And the second question is, I have a list that the White House put out of individuals, 100 ICE arrests since the beginning of the president's term, and the people are arrested for various very serious crimes. First-degree murder, convicted of rape, convicted of murder and aggravated burglary, sexual assault of a child. How many of
Yeah,
the
those all sound
individuals that
pretty
are
bad.
in the United States illegally are people like this, really bad people?
Well, first of all, how many illegal aliens I think in the United States? At least 20 million. Here's where'd you count that number? We've been speaking about 12 million for 20 years. We know we got 10.5 that we know of came to the border. How many don't we know? I talked about known gotaways at 2 million. How many unknown gotaways we have? Like between
Right.
the Big Bend sector in Texas where there's no technology. How many 1,000 people dig across there? We wouldn't know. We would know now. But, you know, so I would get venture over 20 million. But your question is, last count, last I looked, there was about 700,000
that was it for the
illegal aliens with criminal
potholes.
charges walking the streets of this country. 700,000. And that's what we're looking for now. That's what we're prioritizing. Them and national security threats.
Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, yo. Thanks for
Turn
watching.
right onto the ramp. Then, ramp.
Of your trip, I know the Trump administration